both guys going for it here. Standing centre of the ring, trading blow for blow. Usyk the one, coming off the better as Fury. Pins him on the ropes. 30 seconds to go in this 12th round.
Well, it takes two to tango to make a real fight, a real rivalry, and across two fights, that's precisely what these two have done. They're contrasting styles, producing an enthralling contest. Fury misses with a left hand, and this time it's Usyk who ties him up, maybe hoping that the work has been done. We're into the last 10 seconds, all around the ring. People are standing up. Usyk lands the last big punch. It's a left hand. Fury puts his hand above his head, celebrates a victory. Fury on his knees, Usyk on his knees is praying, looks up to the heavens to thank his God that he's been able to do what he wanted and has come through safely. And now we go down to the scorecards. We've got Usyk just about edging this one, but not by much. It is a tight fight, a close fight, and it's far from beyond the bounds of possibility that the judges might yet come up with a draw.
Yeah, well, listen, I've got that 115, 113 in favour of Oleksandr Usyk. But like you say, John, very, very close to score that one. Gareth, I lean towards Usyk, but what a contest, what an effort by the big man Tyson Fury, and he could still go his way.
Look at the scenes here. Yeah, there were a couple of swing rounds there. I see it like you. I think Usyk's just shaded it. He was brilliant towards the end of that fight. Fury down on his knees, genuflecting, the same as what Usyk did. I just have a decision about to happen here again. It was so close.
I've got it 7-5 in Usyk's favour. So many of the rounds were close.
I've got it 6-5 to Usyk, but I scored the first round even.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not a lot happened in that round, but the whole outcome can be determined on rounds like that. I thought that Usyk just about did enough, but, you know, other people would see it another way.
Eddie Hearn had it 6-5 to Fury going into the last round.
David Hay had Oleksandr Usyk winning it by 1 round. Yeah. I had him by 2, Gareth by 1. I think the general feeling around ringside here, guys, is that Oleksandr Usyk has done enough.
But if Tyson Fury does take it on 2 of the judges' cards, or we have a split draw, they'll have to do it again.
Yeah, and dare you say it, you know, you kind of raise an eyebrow cynically from watching all these years, all these decades, it happens. And as Don King used to say, hey, we can dance again.
Well, Mike Buffer now in the centre of the ring. I don't think we're too far away here, John, from getting the announcement.
But wouldn't we watch these two dance again for 12 rounds?
I'd watch it again, of course.
Oh man, that was superb. That was the best fight in heavyweight boxing right now. These two are number 1, number 2. Win and lose, they stay in that position. What a fight, what a contest. Number 3, yes please.
Anthony Joshua has it Usyk by a round. And yeah, I concur with what your observation is, Spencer, that just by virtue of the fact that more people at ringside are seeing it in favour of the champion, I think that it's going to be something spectacular if Fury gets this, but you never know.
12 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards. All 3 judges scored the bout the same, 116 to 112. All 2 the winner by unanimous decision. Still undefeated, still the reigning heavyweight champion of the world from Ukraine, Oleksandr Usyk.
Usyk wins it again. Gareth.
That's 8 rounds to 4. They've scored it to him, all 3 judges. Yeah, 116, 112. It's a very, very wider margin than we anticipated, but they liked the work of Oleksandr Usyk, and you can't argue with that, Spencer.
No, you can't. I mean, listen, the right man won the contest. I think Usyk won it. I thought it was closer than that, just maybe a round or so closer than that. Couple of subjective scores there. Interesting, all the judges come out with the same score, but look, the right man won there, John. I think that's fair to say. Usyk, we always had him in front, didn't we? I think there was one time when we had Fury one round up, but Usyk always seemed to just have that little bit more, as we predicted before the contest.
Fury had the edge for the first 5 rounds or so, and thereafter, when it went down the line and as it came to the championship rounds, it was Usyk who had the advantage. And, you know, I just turned around and looked at what I told my mates in the writing section, and they all agreed with the verdict. I think by common consent, Usyk got the verdict he deserved.
The fourth judge, the AI scorecards, gave it 118-112 to Oleksandr Usyk. Can I just say, because we need to say this makes Oleksandr Usyk, with what he did today, the #1 of this era. There is absolutely no question. There is no need for a trilogy fight. There's no need for Oleksandr Usyk to do any more. He goes into the pantheon of greats. And we think about the legacy that Tyson Fury now leaves.
Well, Usyk can ride away into the sunset if he chooses to do so, on the adulation and love of his country, with nothing really left to prove. He has been the man and has passed every test which has been thrown at him.
He's about to bring out something very special in the ring, by the way, that I heard about, but I can't reveal. A symbolic weapon from Ukraine that he's brought into the country with him, that's about to be unveiled in the ring, which is to do with the Cossack history. As we know, he's steeped in that. We're about to witness that, Jim, and a moment for him and his country that puts them on the map around the world.
But guys, you're right in what you say there. He is the #1 heavyweight, Jim, in the world right now, and of this modern era.
I must say, the man is a phenomenon, an absolute phenomenon. I don't think Fury could have given any more than he did, and I certainly don't think Usyk could have given any more than he did. And John, it takes me back to way earlier on in the night when I said, what do you think we're going to get tonight? Where might this one stand against many of the big fights that you've witnessed in your career?
Well, it's up there, isn't it, Jim? Because, you know, great fights and great fighters are born very often out of great rivalries. You look back through the history of the sport, and that has quite definitely been the case.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.